Not a lot of wind today. We had a few decent puffs at lunchtime, but that was about it, so don't expect anything too exciting in this video. So here's just a bit of speeded up video, because you really don't want to watch me fit 12 bolts, to show how the boat is transported and rigged. I brought the boat with me from Australia to the Philippines last year, and fingers crossed I'm taking it to England for the event at Gosport at the beginning of April, so it has to be transportable. It also has to survive going down 39 floors in the lift every Sunday from my apartment in Manila, and then fit inside a smallish Toyota, so it needs to break down into small components. We use bolts that screw into nuts that are epoxied into the hulls for connection. This is not necessarily the lightest solution, but it is robust and stops racking of 3 hulls when sailing. I use just one mast stub and main boom for all my rigs, which I find to be a cost-efficient way to set the boat up. Unlike most people in the sport, I use a single set of shroud screws fitted upside down on the hulls, and the shrouds just have loops in them to hook onto the adjusters. I'm not sure why more people don't use this setup, to be honest. Having shroud adjusters on all the shrouds of your rig just tempts more problems with transportation of the rigs, encouraging the shrouds to get tangled up in their rig box or bag. I'm also now using string as standard for the jib boom swivel point. One advantage of this system, apart from being cheap, is that it lets me raise or lower the jib relative to the deck, which is useful as it helps me optimize the height of the jib boom to clear the front crossbeam, which will change when I adjust the mast rake. The video shows me fitting the foils to the floats, but in the light winds that we experienced, I quickly discarded these and sailed the boat with just a centerboard under the main hull. This is a setup that I'm most likely going to need when racing around a conventional race course, as opposed to just having fun as I do in Manila. The floats will submerge, but I can counter this by applying more downforce on the rudder's T-foil, and I found that this has a significant impact on the attitude of the boat in these conditions. I then tried the boat with both the centerboard and the foils fitted, a setup that is probably not good for all-round boat speed, as I have too many appendages in the water creating a lot of drag. But it is interesting to see how the boat behaves. A better compromise might be to combine the centerboard with a set of much smaller foils that maybe only have 50% of the current lift area. There's just so many experiments to try with so few windy weekends in a year. There are a lot of fish in this lake, so we are often frequented by herons, which I always enjoy to watch. In the lighter winds, there was time to focus on the nature for a moment or two.